All right, let's get right into it. Number 7, what I need to know is that the area formula for a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times the height over 2. So in this case, I know that the area is 106, so I can type that right in, or punch it right in for A. 106 is the area. One of the bases is 10 centimeters, so I'll put a 10 right there for one of the bases. And the height is 4 centimeters. Is the length of the other base. So I can do plus x or plus b2, whatever you're going to call that base. So this is what we know. We've got 10, 4, and we're trying to find x, knowing that the area is 106. All right, so plug it all into this right here. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. That'll cancel. So I get 212 equals 10 plus x times 4. Divide both sides by 4. So I get 53 equals 10 plus x. And I'll subtract 10. So x is 43. Alright, same thing over here. You want to do area, but the area of a rhombus is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. So this you plug in for A. This you plug in for one of the diagonals, and you're trying to find the second diagonal. Just do some algebra till you find out what this diagonal is. Alright, so this can be kind of a longer problem. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. I'm trying to find the area of this regular hexagon. Alright, so this is going to help me out, this hexagon. So I know that the n is 6. N is the number of sides. Keep that all up there. I know that the apothem is 10 centimeters. Remember that the area is perimeter times A divided by 2. So I know what the apothem is. I don't know what the perimeter is yet. The way I'll find it is I'm going to find out what one of the sides is. To get that, I need this angle right here. Alright, so let's find x first. So we know that's 180 times n minus 2 over n divided by 2. This part is the interior angle sum. If I add up all these angles, what do I get? And then I divide it by n. So the number of angles, that's going to give me this angle. And then I divide it by 2, so I can cut that angle in half. Alright, so that is 180 times n minus 2, so it's 6 minus 2 is 4, divided by 6, and then all that I'll divide by 2. I'm going to just punch all that in. Alright, so that's a 60-degree angle. So x equals 60 degrees. 60. Alright, now I'm going to find this length right here using trig. Alright, so the tangent of 60. Tangent of 60 will give me opposite over adjacent. So equals 10 over, and we're calling this s over 2, meaning half of s. If this whole thing is s side length, then this right here would be s over 2 and s over 2. So all I'm doing is I'm calling that length right there s over 2. Alright, so I multiply both sides by s over 2. And then I divide both sides by tangent of 60. So I'm left with s over 2 equals tangent of 60. Sorry, this should be the other way around. 10 divided by tangent of 60. So I get s over 2 is 5.77. So this length right here is just half of the side. So I've got to multiply that by 2 to give me s. So I get 11.54. That's s right there. Alright, so I pretty much have everything I need. What I should figure is the perimeter here. The perimeter is going to be s times the number of sides, so the length of one side times the number of sides. So I'll punch that in. It's 11.54 times 6. So that gives me 69.28. That's the perimeter. So now I just plug this and the apothem into this formula. So area equals 69.28 times 10 over 2. So I get 346.41 square centimeters. And that right there is my answer. Whew, lots of work. Alright, I just want to help you get started on 10. We're not going to do the whole thing. But a regular octagon with a perimeter of 96 feet. So, draw the octagon. Sometimes I find it easier to draw it with these little segments. Alright, not too bad. So the perimeter is 96. So I know that N is 8, P is 96. One of the sides is going to be 96 divided by 8. So I believe that's 12. I'll double check it. Yeah, that's 12. I need to find one of these angles, because that's going to help me find A. So X right there, and A. So I find this X by plugging in this formula right here, plugging in N into that formula. Do some trig to find A, and then that's all I need. Then I'll just plug in A and P into this formula to give me the area. And this should be in square feet. Don't forget that. Alright, last one. Area of a pizza has a circumference of 50.25. So if the distance around is 50.25, you can find the diameter, because circumference equals d pi. So you know that this right here is the circumference. So plug this in for C. That's going to tell you what the diameter is. Then the diameter divided by 2 is the radius. So once you find d, divide that by 2 to give you the radius. And then area is pi r squared. So you just plug in radius, square it, then multiply by pi to give you the area.